Hi, it's Jeffrey Cohen. This is Chicago Quantum. Here to talk to you today about the markets. It's pre-market. Market opens in 45 minutes. I have no idea what's going to happen. And normally I do. So I figured I'd make a video while I try to figure it out. I'm just going to show you what we got. What I work on. I got the chat open. So if you want to hit the chat, go for it. You can ask a question on the chat. Chat is open. Ask me anything. But I'm just going to go through how I figure out what's going on. So first thing is, what did our stock runs tell us from last night? Expected market return isn't bad at 8%. But these are the money losers. 690 money losers are highly liquid. The variance is up to 7.9 times 10 to the negative 4. So the variance is actually up a little bit. Yeah, some interesting stocks out there that are high volatility and low expected return. So there's plenty of stocks to short if that's your game. There's a lot of them. It's so funny. I remember when YouTube refused to let me post a video when AMC was at $12.50. And the video was called I Wouldn't Buy AMC for Anything Over $2.50. Yeah, they were angry at that. I think AMC is like $4 now. So a lot of stocks have fallen. Carvana is 92.5% below its 1 year moving average. Bed Bath & Beyond is down. AMC is down. Mara is down dramatically. WeWork, AppLovin, Tattooed Chef. Great names, by the way. Oh, I'm a tattooed chef. You should put your money into my business. I don't really care if you got a tattoo or not. That's your own personal business. But are you any good as a chef, right? Just lots of dog stocks here. So the down run says, yeah, you can make money being short a lot of things. What's interesting is when I looked at the S&P 500 based run, so the NASDAQ one, right, so it's 4.1 times 10 to the negative 4. The variance is similar to what we've seen. It still says there's good stocks out there. It still says, and some of the names are new, which is interesting. So there's still some risky stocks out there. I can see why the ARC lady likes to invest in some of these weird names because honestly, there's weird names out there. I had heard she's buying Coinbase. Coinbase is the #1 pick by our model. It's not a fundamental analysis. It's a stock movement, stock price analysis. And honestly, Coinbase is the best stock out there. NVIDIA, SI Times, Synaptics, Mercado Libre. These are high beta risky stocks that are doing okay. Like they've got a valid risk return trade-off. It's just a very, very aggressive risk return trade-off. And so just be super careful if you're investing your money in them because you have to be willing to lose. Now, if you manage other people's money and you're at a 220 model, you probably don't mind. I'm going to pop out the chat here. You don't mind because it's not your money to lose. So you're like, hey, I'm just going to roll the dice, right? I'll put some money into AMD. I'll put some money into Lattice, Blackstone, Lam Research, Intuit, Carlyle, Max Linear, KLA, little T. Rowe Price for some dividend yield. I love a little divvy. Oh, yeah. Even Broadcom, BlackRock, Diodes, Trimble, Invesco, Apple. Apple's even money on the risk return. And so if you're investing other people's money and it doesn't really matter to you if you lose it, but if you make money, you make a lot of money, and you want to be in Coinbase or NVIDIA or Mercado Libre or AMD or Blackstone or Lam Research or Intuit or Carlyle Group or Max Linear or KLA or even T. Rowe Price, you probably don't want to be in the S&P 500, but What's interesting is the S&P 500 is showing a better risk-return trade-off right now than buying all the profitable stocks in the market. So the benefit of a market cap weighted is outweighing. So all right, so risk is on, baby. Risk is on, and you should be all over it according to our model. Now, it's actually not helpful. How are you going to make money just hearing Jeffrey say, oh, risk is on today? You feel like you're an idiot, right? So, what's going on out there in the Twitter world? Maybe there's some people hawking some stocks, right? Some aggressive action. You know, it's funny, my Twitter's so quiet today. So quiet. There's really nothing going on. Like, my Twitter feed changed. Today, it's boring. Oh my God. Alright, is there anything going on? No, it's a crap sandwich. Alright, so what else we got? Here's my list of like 46 tabs that I like to open each morning and look through. Maybe there's something in there. I don't know. Let's take a look. What does FINRA Bonds say? Founding member of the Black Crows. It's going to be on a radio station. That's great. Come on now. Anything going on? Come on, give me something here. I got nothing. I mean, the market was up on Friday, but you look at it, all issues, bond market, the advancers outweighed decliners 6-1, 5-6-1, like 6-1. But 52-week highs and lows are the same. And so, market was better, but maybe not that much. Oh, my eye's burning. All right. No, not that much, but good. Good. I mean, interest rates were lower. So let's see. Where are we at now? Futures. Jeffrey, where are we at with the futures? Well, some food and some metals are lower. Treasury bonds are lower. It means long rates are up. But the 2 and the 5 are down slightly. So short rates are down slightly. Crude's up. Gas is up. That's really good for inflation. NASDAQ's up in the futures. All right. Dow's up in the futures. But the big thing I see is energy's up. So, point 1. Let me get my notepad open. Yeah, no one's chatting, so you guys enjoy yourselves out there. No chats. Let's do this. This is how you reach me. So the first thing I noticed was that energy significantly higher pre-market on Monday. So that's when you watch your energy stocks. It's great. Okay. How about interest rates? Talk to me. Oh, they won't update them. I got to go somewhere else for that. I know I have it open, but it's just as easy to pop it open like this. The 10-year is up 1 basis point. But look at that. It was up significantly higher earlier today, but that's fine. All right. Nothing. Keep going. Keep it rolling, baby. Those are my futures. So the The Russell 2000 is up slightly. The NASDAQ is up. Oh, these are old. I gotta. Why doesn't it update? That's a real question. So you're up 0.56. The NASDAQ is up 0.65. All right, so number 2, U.S. equities set to open higher by 0.5% to 0.65%. Okay. That's more than just energy. So we got that. It still doesn't tell me anything. Jeffrey, tell me something I didn't know. Average cost of wholesale U.S. natural gas in 2022 was the highest since 2008. So we knew that. We knew that natural gas is higher than historic levels. We know that. It doesn't mean anything, but it's fine. That's EIA. Love it. Top dividend stocks are searching in Connecticut. People in Connecticut care about high yields. Top FTSE paying stocks. That's not that helpful. International services. BEA. Home. January 5. International trade in goods and services. This was Friday's news. It's actually interesting. Thursday's news. The trade deficit decreased. The goods deficit increased. The services surplus increased. No, it decreased. How can that be? This isn't, I'm not reading it right. The deficit's 61. Oh, it's because imports are so much higher. Imports dropped, exports dropped, deficit dropped, less trade. Just a reminder for everybody, because I'm sure no one's reading it the same way that I should have been reading it, is in case you missed it. Global economic activity declined. So the U.S. international trade deficit declined to $61.5 billion in November 2022. As both imports with an M, of course, and exports declined. And then I should put a link so that people can go and read it themselves. They like when you do that. Always good to leave a link. Alright, so that's my Twitter. That's my tweet. Tweet. NASDAQ, don't care right now. CD, 4.6%. Wow, is that a lot of interest? I think this is Friday's data. But look at that. The 13-week. No, this is now. The 13-week. You're still earning almost 4.5% to put your money away for 13 weeks. Bloomberg TV is on. Anything about Bureau of Labor Statistics that's interesting? No. Employment situation from Friday. Unemployment rate edge down. That's also worth a quick tweet. It really is, because I'm not sure that anybody is thinking about it. In case you missed it. On Friday, we learned that the unemployment rate declined 3.5% from the BLS. Notable job gains. It's worth actually posting. Quote. Now people are going to say, Jeffrey, what does it mean? Why do I care? Monthly retail trade, first estimates, monthly retail sales. This is from the census. November, advanced monthly sales are down 0.6%. November sales were lower. It's interesting. So, what you're seeing here, I guess it's no surprise if you're living in the real world, right? But what you're seeing here is U.S. Census Department says in November 22. Fell or were flat. Okay. So what does that tell me? You're out there watching. It tells me that the November economic data in the United States was weak, and that something better have changed in December. Because right now, if you were thinking that you wanted to trade on a strong economics play, look at how the stock market went up 2.28% on Friday. Market was up really high on Friday. Really high. Futures are really green. And so the question is, why? Do I believe any of this? I don't know that I do. U.S. equity futures, very green this morning, along with U.S. energy prices. Something changed from the bleak economic picture we saw last month. Anybody care to guess what it was? Surprising. So here's the thing, I don't know. I don't know. This tells me start shorting a bunch of stuff. Short, shorty, shortalicious. Because I don't understand why the market is higher. Abercrombie and Fitch, great. Macy's lays an egg. Russia's flagship oil trading at half. There's no news out of Ukraine. Crypto's boring. 1 month Treasury. Wait a minute. What? Jeffrey, you look retarded. What's going on here? Why is a 1 month Treasury bill at 4.25? It was 4, like last week. Why is it at 4.25? Why is it at 4.25? Interest rates rising, bad for stocks. But the 1 year's down. Something's going on. They're twisting the curve. Twisting the yield curve. The 10-year Treasury note, it's still at 3.575. The 30-year is up 2 basis points. Here's the thing. This is the news of the day here. There is a federal open market operation going on right now that is sucking some liquidity out of this market. Fed must be pissed at something. Ooh, yeah. Fed open market operations must be in effect this morning. The 1 month U.S. Treasury bill is up to almost 4.25. It was around 4% last week. Short money getting more expensive today. Federal Reserve Board, New York City Bank, Fed Bank. It's actually the Federal Reserve Bank of New York City. Must be running the shredder. Sucking out liquidity. Bad for stocks. There's our commentary. That's our commentary. Now. Bad for stocks. Bad for stocks. Send it now. Pin it to your profile. Alright, so now we know what's going to happen today. It's only 8:10. We'll keep our eye on that. That's interesting. So economic activity's weak. At least a month ago data, right? We don't have new data. I'd like to have some new data. Guys, give me some new data. I got nothing. So this is yesterday. This is crap. Crap in a handbag. I don't even know what's happening now, right? Markets aren't open yet. You see the currencies. Bitcoin's up 1.6, which is weird because Bitcoin's up. Maybe it's short covering. Maybe it's money going in. Doesn't make sense. Money's getting tight. Bitcoin should be less interesting right now. Okay, holdings. So I've only got a couple of stocks left. I actually liquidated a lot last week. Felt good about it, actually. Put some money back in the account out of equities. So Corbis is down 6.9%, 9.5% pre-market. Looks like Corbis, my favorite stock, my largest position, the love of my life, except for my wife, is down in pre-market. That's awful. I like to see it up. actually. I'd like to see it up like 10 cents a share. All right, 30-year fixed is down 0.3%. You can see mortgage-backed securities are higher. That doesn't really make sense to me today. We're gonna have an interest rate look. I'm not gonna worry about the Fed stuff right now. And this is old data. This is Bureau of Labor Statistics inflation from November. Hope we're gonna see some new inflation numbers. COVID. How's COVID doing? You know, I had a bad cold. Good news is, wasn't holy mother of pearl. Look at those hospitalizations. 46,000. All right, that's high. That's high. Let's go to, I mean, if I look at the trend for a year, right there, we were much higher a year ago. Hospitalizations were 120,000. So you could say we're doing great. We're only at 46. We're creeping up there. I think that's actually important to tell people. Okay, so United States COVID cases are ramping up. Hospitalizations are climbing steadily up to 46,000 new hospital admissions. Now, this is down from around 120K this same week a year ago. So that is great news. However, cases are flat-ish, are almost flat, and hospitalizations are rising. I wonder if it is XBB.1.5.5. That's interesting to me. That's not good. There's some 18-year-old MMA boxer died suddenly. 18 years old in great physical condition. What the heck is going on? I don't care about any of this stuff. This is always interesting. Economic indicators by the census. Look at November. Manufacturers' goods down. International down. Construction spending is up slightly. Advanced wholesale inventories is up slightly. International trade down. Inventories are up. New residential sales are up. That's interesting. That's good. That's good. Inventories. So I think the news here is, in general, inventories are up. Trade is down. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, in November 2022, inventories rose and trade fell. We did see a little strength in residential real estate. This is consistent with the trade deficit data we saw late last week. Okay, let's give them a link. This is a nice website. This is good data. This is clean U.S. government data that keeps getting refreshed. It's good. It's good. So another negative, though. This is weird. Brazil's having a January 6th moment. This is interesting. This whole Taiwan thing is interesting. What the hell? So yeah, Ukraine's still at war. Is there anything going on? I think the big news here is there's some focus, some media focus on Taiwan. Taiwan is not going to be a bullish story. If there's an invasion, it's not going to be a bullish story. Housing data I don't care about for the minute. It's too complicated. Personal consumption index. It's kind of old, but not bad data. Just a reminder. Personal consumption expenditures are up 5.5% from a year ago. It's kind of old data. It's not bad though. No. I'm getting a phone call. Hi, it's Jeffrey Cohen, Chicago Quantum. We bring you the science of investment. Can I help you? Another fan. Love it. So this is personal consumption price index. Up 5.5% in November 2022. People are spending more. People were spending more in November. But also trade was down and inventories were up. I guess people didn't spend enough. Or it was just inflation. Yeah, that's not great. That's a little bit of like Jeff being an asshole there, but it's true. PCE is down. Why would they do that? All right, CPI. They can change the weights. November, energy up 13%. All items 7%, 6%. So this is high. This is November still. Why does anyone think this is good? This is like, it's the data that we have. So I don't think that we can be trading in a vacuum. I think you have to really think about it. This is the data we have. I mean, maybe there's better data, maybe there's newer data, maybe you buy data from somebody, maybe you go out and measure data, but for most normal people, right, this is the data we have. So November 2022 consumer price index rose 7.0%, 7.1%, and was 6.0% excluding food and energy prices. By the way, I would keep the 7.1% in mind because we just dropped $265 in the grocery store. And filled the tank a few times this past weekend. And the 265, by the way, not even a full cart. Yeah, inflation's up. Bureau of Labor Statistics. So what's going to happen with the market, right? So that's the question. So, all right, we talked about it. Hey, you got some bad news out there. You got some bad news out there. So the question is, what's going to happen? So let's take a look at some of the... I don't even know what I want to look at. Let's look at oil and gas. Oil and gas pre-market is significantly higher. That's great. If you're in oil and gas stocks, you're making good bank, right? Let's look at cannabis and tobacco. The first three are really dividend plays, but that's fine. And you see here, pre-market is actually higher. So people are, people like the cannabis trade right now. Maybe they're feeling good about that. Maybe the market is high, and so are people. Who knows? All right. Retail is retail is a tale of two cities. They're betting that Party City is going to go up pre-market, and Bed Bath & Beyond that it was an overstatement. But Lululemon, Chico's, Macy's, Under Armour, Nordstrom's, Kohl's down. How about Kohl? Kohl is mixed. How about regional banks without any filtering? These are just a lot of regional banks. So I see a few down. I see more up. I see some of those risky ones up. So today they're trying to push pre-market higher. There's somebody out there trying to really drive pre-market higher into the risky names. So we look at the really risky ones, chips and semiconductors. Real sensitive play is higher. So I look at this and I think people are pushing. They're pushing. Money managers. Look at that. Ares Management Corp, which pays a nice dividend, by the way. Dividend play. But everything else is down. So I look at this and I think money is being pushed into the economically sensitive, stock sensitive, high beta stocks, risky stocks, meme stocks, and are being pulled out of kind of regular old stocks. So I don't know. We have a weak economy as of November 2022, which we just proved. We have money pumping into, like PTSI, PAM Transportation Services, is like a meme stock, right? But then you look and like Heartland and Schneider and Knight Swift and Werner and JB Hunt, these are either long haul or less than truckload, and they're down. Economically sensitive stocks, business to business IT, and a little bit of business to consumer IT. So funny, down tiny on the real B2B or flat, but software's up, tech is up. So I don't know. I don't have a clear view on the market. Now, crude's up 3%, right? That's the move right there. That's the move. The move is crude. It's a crude move, but I'll take it. It's a crude move, but I'll take it. Let's go back to oil and gas. Let's see, because that's really where the play is this morning. So Brazil is down. There may be a play here with Brazil. I'd like you guys to think about it. There may be. We have a crypto and miners. And some of the top ones. So there's a lot, by the way. We have a lot in here. So at the bottom are all your cryptos. Cryptos are up significantly. Silvergate's down 12 cents. But Mara is up. Hut 8. Mining is up. Riot Blockchain is up. Clean Spark is up. But we look at some of the steel. Well, Core Mining is up. Hecla Mining is up. Commercial Metals, U.S. Steel, Alcoa, Cleveland Cliffs. But Gerdau up slightly. Vale is down. So I think there's a play here for Brazil. So the question is, what is going on with Brazil, right? Let's go to the Americas. Violent attack on the Brazilian government. Personally, I think you leave Brazil alone. I think you let them do their own business, and just be super careful. If you go to Brazil or you're in Brazil, just be careful because they fire real bullets there. All right, so there may be a play for Brazilian stocks. There's three. There's Brazilian political unrest, which could depress Brazil mining and minerals, energy stocks. I like those. I do. Oh, there was something going on with Turkey. What's going on with Turkey? The Turkish ETF pre-market is down another 3.25%. Yeah, Turkey's been up. Turkey really climbed from 18 to 36. It's up double. I wouldn't play that game. I'm sorry. That's not my game to play. I think that's it. I think the market opens in a minute and a half. I think I'm going to get my ass handed to me on Corbis. I do. I think it is going to be a bloodbath today on Corbis. Bloodbath. And not a lot of shares, though. It could just be manipulation. All right. I want to thank you for watching. Jeffrey Cohen. Really appreciate it. If you like the video, hit subscribe, hit like, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment. It's really helpful. And just be safe out there. Thanks. Good luck.